Hi fans of high quality entertainment. As some of you know, I've really become a big fan of the Kinks. I've always loved the Kinks. I've known, all of their essential songs. I've had this CD, double CD, for a few years. And when I was about 12 years old, I bought one of the few Kinks albums I ever owned, the Kinks Power Man Take Two. And when I was about 12 years old, I bought one of the few Kinks albums I ever owned, Lola vs. Power Man and the Money Go Round, Part 1. We're still waiting for Part 2. And I bought, I think, Sleepwalker and maybe one more album. But, like I said, I just never bought their albums, and it's my mistake. I'm guilty. And at the tender age of 64, I'm going to be buying all of them. And I would like to give a special shout out to the Kinks official fan page on Facebook. I've posted a couple of times there, and I'm kind of leery, with these fan pages. There was one, the David Bowie fan club, that I didn't last long in because they posted something, and one guy was saying, "Who cares about this guy's opinion? We're just fans, and we talk about the music we love." So after that, I was doing a CD exchange with Glenn Kellaway from the Basement last year, and he gave me... The Kinks are the Village Green Preservation Society. I'd heard some of it before, but not the full album, and I loved it, of course. So I bought that, and then I bought Arthur, and of the albums I have so far, this is my favorite. It's one of the greatest albums I've ever heard in my life. But I love all of them. And then I got Something Else by the Kinks. I live in an apartment building, so if you hear a strange noise, it's somebody vacuuming. They know when I'm going to do a video. And then I bought Face to Face. And of course, like I said, I have this too. And before I get to the two latest releases I just got today, you Kinks fans out there, I've mentioned this before, but there's always new viewers watching. I highly recommend the Kinks Every Album, Every Song. I have a lot of these books. This is a very good one. And he just goes through the whole discography of the Kinks and a lot of information on each song. And maybe the only thing I don't care about this book compared to others is he doesn't give his own opinion as much as some other books, but still, it's excellent. And after I show you these, I'm going to show you this one, the Beach Boys. So here we go. The Kinks, Muswell, Hillbillies. I've never heard the full album. I've heard parts of it though. 50th Anniversary CD, remastered from the original audio source. 3 new Ray Davis. I've been told, somebody's going to complain no matter how I say it. Plus, I mispronounce quite often. But I'm trying to respectfully say his name properly. Ray Davis. 3 new Ray Davis track remixes, including Traveling with My Band, previously unreleased track. Sleeve notes with new band quotes and rare band photos. So let's open it. Make sure I'm recording. I hate it when you do a 2-hour video and then you realize, oh, I didn't press record. Now, I usually discard these hype stickers. I don't collect them, but I'm going to keep it. And of course, I don't do these videos just so you can hear me ramble on and on and on. I love getting feedback on what you think of these albums I'm showing you. And besides the Beatles, my favorite band is Sparks, which is basically just two brothers, just like Ray and Dave. And in their documentary, The Sparks Brothers, directed by Edgar Wright, they were they were Kinks fans growing up. They loved the British bands like The Who and the Kinks, and of course the Beatles. So the Mael brothers will be very happy. Now, the Mael brothers, I don't think there's a little difference between the brothers. I don't think Ron and Russell ever got into fistfights. But you know they love each other. I hope. There's the CD. I know there are different configurations. I struggled to say that word. If I remember, I'll show it at the end, all the outtakes. It's like 20 minutes of outtakes. Yeah, different configurations. So, at least for this one, I know there's a 2 CD. This is 1 CD. But for me, I mainly care about the original album. Bonus tracks are nice, but I've never been that big on them. And then, Everybody's in Show-Biz. And I always remember this album kind of being, well, a lot of their albums later on in the 70s being kind of not getting very good reviews. And I guess that's one reason I never, you know, the way critics are, right? Back in the day, you kind of sometimes foolishly listen to critics when you should not have. And I remember playing a little bit of this on Spotify just recently, but I didn't want to play too much because I wanted to wait till I got this. And I was listening to it and thinking, that's damn good. Okay. So same thing, there's the hype sticker. Focus. So it has the whole original 1972 double album, remastered, and 1 bonus track, which is Celluloid Heroes 2022 mix. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Tracks 11 to 21 are live, so half of the, I forgot that, half of the album is live. And here's the label. And this one I opened yesterday, The Very Best of the Beach Boys, Sounds of Summer, 60th Anniversary Expanded Edition, 80 newly remastered tracks featuring 24 new mixes, updated liner notes and photos. And I put the hype sticker on the cover because that's not the most exciting cover. Lots of songs. And I did listen to the first disc last night. It sounded great. And I also have pet sounds, and that's about all I need. I did have another greatest hits, but of course this will take over that one. So, you know, I understand there's huge Beach Boys fans out there. I love the Beach Boys, I'm just not a huge fan, so. Everybody has different tastes, but of course, you know, Brian Wilson, I agree, is a musical genius. There's not too many musical geniuses in music. He was one of them, along with Frank Zappa, Lou Reed, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison. Even Ringo's a genius for his drumming. So yeah, the first CD, it's basically all of their hit singles. And there's 24 songs. And they're not in any, they're not in chronological order, is what I was trying to say. But it's a lot of songs. Then disc 2. Look at all the songs. 18 songs on disc 2 and 15 songs on disc 3. You know, just the most, I guess the best album tracks are included. And not all of us, but a lot of us like to kind of put down Mike Love, especially his solo career. But, you know, listening to his vocals on the Beach Boys hits last night, it's like he wasn't the greatest singer, but he was a very good singer, and his personality came through in the songs. He was the perfect voice for the Beach Boys, along, of course, with all the other Beach Boys. Yeah, so that is it. Thank you for watching, and like I've said, I really appreciate the comments. I read all of them, and really interested in what you think of this. You know, if you're a Beach Boys fan, if you bought this, and what you think of the mixes, the new mixes, and of course these. And yeah, I'll end it with me trying to say a certain word, and I kind of struggled. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.
Now, I think there's a different Take two. Now, I think there's different Now, I think there's different fuck. I might use this as outtakes. I just woke up. I say that even if I've been awake for 12 hours. Configurations. I know how to say it, but then I go to say it and I can't say it. I know there are different this is real. I know there are different configurations